session on Scrum for beginners. It's a hands-on online training. We will be covering the sprint planning. We aim to answer your questions, as many as possible. This session will be recorded and we will share afterward in respective social media platform. Good. So it will be by Zishan and Khurram. So let's start a bit with the introduction then. Over to you, Zishan.
Okay, so I think I already have done the introduction previously. So just to recap, I have 15 years of experience in agile, digital, and project management, covering various areas or industries like financial industries, digital agency, and oil and gas industry. And I have had different hats. And you can see the gigs along my agile journey, like started as web developer, moved into webmaster, web manager, digital project manager, scrum master, senior consultant, and agile coach. I mostly have certifications through Scrum Alliance. If you see on the right side, you have these sort of certifications where if you are certified Scrum professional and Scrum master and Scrum product owner. So these are my credentials. And then that's it really. So over to you, Khurram.
Good. Thanks, Zishan. So for myself, I have been working with software development for almost more than 10 years. I started working in 2001, and then afterward I worked in development with software quality, and then later back in 2010 and 11, I started working with more of ways of working. So right now my focus is more into agile coaching, facilitation, trainings, and helping organization with the agile Scrum transformations. Yes, I mean, I have also some certifications from Scrum Alliance, then another from IC Agile, which is mostly focusing on coaching and facilitation, and also the software quality from ISTQB in terms of foundation and agile tester. Yeah. So my main focus is on people, process, and product. So you see on the picture is more of like an agile journey, moving into the ocean. Good. And now with the introduction afterward, then we can start with a bit overview about the Scrum framework. Those who are familiar, that is, and those who are not, we'll just give an overview and then we'll jump directly into our sprint planning session. Right. So Scrum is one of the methodologies from Agile. It's a framework and it's based on empirical process. And what do we mean by empirical process is that we try a few things and then see what we can learn from it. And the decisions are made, the information that is available as fresh. It has various events. Scrum is an iterative and incremental model. And by iterative is that it has certain period through which it iterates. And the next one is incremental, which means that with every iteration, we deliver a potentially shippable product. So Scrum has overall like 4 official events, and one is the sprint planning. And on top of it, we have a daily stand-up meeting. Then we have the sprint review meeting. And then the 4th one is the sprint retrospective. There is another addition that some of the companies use, which is called the sprint product backlog refinement meeting, where the development team have a discussion with the product owner just to get what needs to be done in the next upcoming sprint. And the product backlog is a kind of a list of items that the product owner wants the development team to work with. The Scrum team has 3 different roles. One is the product owner, which you can think almost identical to the person who is taking care of the product management part. But in Scrum, it has more ownership and more kind of influence when it comes to taking product-related decisions. The second role that comes into play is the Scrum Master role, which is responsible for helping the product owner and also helping the development team members when it comes to adopting Scrum and when it comes to adopting Agile principle and practices. The third role, which is I think very important, is the people who are actually developing the product. The development team has no other titles. All of them are like same title, the developer, and they are like responsible for developing the product. And in Scrum, the communication, collaboration is very important because no one person is responsible, but it is the whole team who's responsible for building the product. And there is a concept of quality is whole team responsibility. So everyone, wherever is possible and applicable, just try to help with the building the product. So that was a very brief overview of the Scrum framework.